Right, so today was a bit of an up and down day. We did end red by about $35. We did trade some higher contract sizes later on in the day, which wasn't great, and we took some trades that we didn't record that were quite bad. But this one was alright, so the market has sort of just opened. We've waited for the opening range to be set though. 15-minute opening range, and we are now just pushing upwards, so we were able to capitalise a little bit on that. Jumped out manually on this one. Looking for some continuation on this upwards move. We've broken above the previous highs there. Market was just in a range all day. It was choppy, very, very choppy. This one chopped us out as well. Didn't really wait for the bull flag to break, however, so, sort of, it's fair enough. Yeah, so the market was just an absolute chop fest all day, unfortunately. And as usual, we couldn't stay out of it. So, just one of those things today. It didn't really matter what time frame you looked at either. It was chopping on every single time frame. We are again at all-time highs, so that doesn't help. There wasn't any news today either, really, and it was a UK bank holiday, so I suppose maybe the trading volume's less. I don't know. A lot of uncertainty, refusal to push too much higher. But yeah, just didn't really know which way it wanted to go, and it just chopped around. Ideally, we shouldn't have taken any trades at all. I think there was one point today where we took 3 in very quick succession and got stopped out pretty much immediately on all 3 of them. So luckily we didn't record that because I don't really want to watch that back. But yeah, that wasn't great. This one again, stop out. Sort of teased me with going higher, but ultimately came back down, straight back down. I didn't have my take profit or stop losses preset here. I was just all today. I didn't. I was just seeing what happened, and yeah. Right. So now we've switched over to the Dow for shits and giggles. As you can see, the Dow seems to be moving a lot better. A lot cleaner movements. It really wasn't that choppy at all. It was quite clean. This trade was a good one. I think I took 3 trades on the Dow. The other 2 were just as garbage as the ones I was taking on the Nasdaq. So despite how much cleaner the price action was, I was still getting stopped out on this. Maybe I was just looking at things wrong. I don't necessarily think that I was. I think the market just, I don't know. I think my stop loss was magnetised today. But this one was alright, and we followed it quite nicely upwards. Again, didn't really have any sort of take profit level set. I knew, in an ideal world, you'd look for that, first target from the opening range there would be a nice place to start. But, on a day like today, you just cannot expect it to make a big move. Right, and now the Dow was started to get a little bit choppy. I think I entered on that big green candle and just didn't start recording straight. I don't know anyway, fucking stopped out. Right, so I got that wrong when I said that I took 3 trades and only one of them was bad. I think I must have taken a few more, but I definitely took some bad ones. This was a bit of a reckless one because we are looking like we could bounce off the opening range high there. But we've broken below the 21 EMA, and I'm targeting the 50 EMA, which isn't on the chart. Oh no, sorry, I was targeting VWAP actually, but I was conscious of the fact that the 50 EMA was in the way. And we did in fact bounce off the 50 EMA and hammer its way back towards my entry, but memory serves correct, we did move our stop loss. So we were able to capture a little bit of profit from this move, but not the full amount that I could have done if I'd have set my take profit at 50 EMA instead of getting greedy and expecting a bigger move. So I think where it's bouncing at now is probably where the 50 EMA was. And yeah, fuck it. Back to the Nasdaq, and as you can see, the chop continues. We've broken below the opening range low. Again, trading bigger contract sizes here. This trade, I think, was a perfect example of how the market was retracing every little push down. It just retraced it immediately. It wasn't flushing properly. It wasn't just continuing the move. It just even the intercandle price action. So it wasn't just like one red candle, one green candle, one red candle. It was every push down here is immediately spikes back. Every single one. So we were down. Well, we were up a little bit, not too bad. We moved our stop, and it just retraces back into the stop. So yeah, didn't really capitalize on that. Finally, we get a little bit more of a convincing flush down with this candle that we're about to see now. We are making lower highs. We broke the lows on the previous. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, again, in an ideal world, I'll have walked away and called it a day. But yeah, I think the problem is when you don't know the market's going to chop until it starts. And if you're trying to trade straight away, which is what we sort of did after the opening range was set, to be fair. But yeah, we trade pretty early in the market open. I think, yeah, maybe if you wait like half an hour or so, you can see just how dog shit it is and then stay away. But... And this one again, just another example of the market retracing its moves, retrace straight back into my stop loss once we got into profit. But you can't, I think, even though you sort of look at that and you say, all right, in theory, we've come into those equal highs again. We're in a range. We've come into those equal highs. We're back at the top, so we can sell back towards the bottom, targeting the bottom of that range again, or at least the middle of that range. But, you know, it's just never as simple as that either, is it? You know, when you look at it and you think, it's so obvious what you should do there. You know, you're back at the top of the range, just take a short position, target the bottom. You know, you can take those trades all day long, but you just know that the second you fucking do it is when the trend breaks. The other thing as well is obviously, you know, when it's chopping like this, you don't want to, you know, as soon as you get into profit, you kind of want to be moving your stops a little bit. You don't want to be. But anyway, fuck it. Yeah, shit day, but we go again tomorrow.